Hey everybody, we are back here for another installment of our vlog, just to kind of take you with us along our journey here as we're starting this herbal business. We are back in the eastern part of the state. We're actually heading down to the Virginia Beach area, which is the far opposite of the mountains. The people are different. We love them, but they're different. Different than they are in the mountains.
Yes. Like the people hate the area.
Right, we believe that. So it's completely different. It's all roads and bridges and everything's water, and we're driving all over it, and there's like
concrete.
There's like naval bases, and yeah, it's just like a concrete jungle over here with water. It's awful. I mean, it's, you know, we don't like it. People do. Like, there's beach people and then there's mountain people. We like the mountains. But the reason we're heading down here into all this is because there's a store that we're going to go to. We're just going to kind of give you a little look around it in this episode. It's called the Restaurant Depot. And the Restaurant Depot, it's a wholesale store. So if you've got a business license, you can get a membership to it, and you can go in there and get stuff wholesale. They have everything: cooking, appliances, I believe, utensils,
apparel for chefs, that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Foods. I think they have deli meats, anything you would want to sell or use in your restaurant, they have.
Right.
So we thought we might be able to find some good things there that we can use in our business.
Right. So we're going to go down there, we're going to take a little look around, and hopefully, you know, we want to look at their cutting boards, and we're looking to see if they have any kind of oils or waxes that we might use in some of the products. Our long-term goal is to grow all this stuff up on the farm, on the mountain farm.
Not all of it. I'm not growing like cocoa plants and stuff like that.
Well, you never know.
To get the cocoa butter.
You never know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we do plan on doing. One of the things we plan on doing is raising bees.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes, and that'll be in the quite distant future here. But right now, let's go down here and let's take a look at the Kitchen Depot, see what they have to offer. Got some huge tomatoes here. So this is the produce section. Look at all this produce, right?
It is, yeah, and I'm really impressed by the size of some of these things, because normally we shop at like Food Line, right?
Yeah.
And Food Line sucks. Like they have like these little scrawny like onions and stuff, and they're just really not good quality. You know, you could buy a bag of them and then like 5 or 6 of them are already rotten on the inside. It's just their produce is horrible.
Right.
But here we are in this place that has, pretty good deals on everything. A huge variety. Everything's in bulk, so we're really excited. Plastic, like, knives and forks and spoons, utensils is the word I'm looking for. Slurpee straws, I think I just saw. So I think that the gloves, the nitrile gloves, food service grade, these are the ones that we're going to need.
Oh, yeah. And they are cheaper. Like I said, if we get a case of them, we'd save $13.
It would be.
That'd be like 1,000 gloves, though.
Yeah, it's a lot of gloves.
Because I think it's like 100 in one of these,
yes.
And then it's 10 of those in a case.
These in a case.
So
yes.
if I'm doing my math right, I think it's 1,000 gloves.
And the case was like $37 and some kind of change. But the property up there is only 738 square feet. Our house that we're working out of right at this moment is not a whole lot bigger than that. So buying by the case is a little bit difficult for us, but we're really not that far from the Restaurant Depot, so if we need to, we can come back at any time. But this was only $5.50 here. On Amazon, a box of 100 nitrile gloves was at least $8 or $9, and that's on sale. So you are saving yourself money quite a bit. So this is where it gets interesting. This is where you find bowls and pots and pans and all kinds of, crazy stuff that you would cook with. And this is the exciting part for me. Like, I like this stuff. Like, look at all the Lodge cast iron stuff down here.
Oh, yeah. There's a Lodge.
Yep. That is
thing.
Something. I don't know what that is. But the Mexican place that we ate last night, where we got fajitas, had these on every single one of the handles, the little fajita trays they brought out.
They did. Those work pretty good.
Yep.
Highly recommend Lodge.
Yes. Love Lodge. Inset stainless pot.
So we're looking at double boilers here, huh? What's the method of this double boiler?
So basically, if you have a jar and you have your herbs and perhaps like an oil or whatever you're like putting it into, it can be alcohol or anything. But if you want to heat it, if you want to heat your mixture, you're going to actually need to put it in a pan, and you're going to need to put that pan on something like a hot plate or a stove where you can kind of create a double boiler. So you put water down inside the pan, you put the jar down inside there, and you heat it on low, usually below 100 degrees. But these are only $4 and some change, and I've seen people making double boilers out of these.
We got some charcoal. Look at that pig they got in there. That's poor pig. But this, look at that, it moves. It's
So
easy
this
up.
10 by 10 is only $80.54, which is pretty good. And I feel like it's got to be halfway decent quality if they're willing to put in one of these kind of holographic movable things into their
that's not an easy graphic there.
Right. The only problem is they're blue. We prefer black, but we actually already have one, so we can use that one for what purposes we have for it.
And it's black.
Yeah.
Got all this chef stuff, chef shirts. Linda's trying to pick out an apron here.
Yeah, because I am going to need an apron, just specifically for the purposes of saving my clothes. But there's so many different types of aprons. Like, there's ones that just go around the neck, and there's ones that crisscross in the back. And people are like, well, if you get the one that crisscrosses in the back, then it's taking the stress off of your neck. And I'm like, what are you carrying, bricks in the pockets of your apron? Like,
yeah, don't put stuff in those. Don't put stuff in the pockets.
Yeah, I mean, if you're putting something in there, it's going to be lightweight. But I'm not going to be shoving utensils and stuff into pockets because that's kind of nasty. Like, you don't know what's in your pockets. So, but anyways, tangent. But I am kind of looking at maybe one of these.
Oh, no pockets.
Yeah.
No strain on the neck.
Yeah. Well, it will put a strain on the neck, I guess, because of the weight of the thing itself. But I mean, it's like literally
light.
Half a
and
pound
you know what it does?
You know?
It matches the Easy Up.
It does. But they're also only $8.97.
Oh, that's a good price.
So
Yeah,
you
you
get
can't beat that.
just as good or better prices on stuff than you do on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to try it. I really wanted a beige one. I really wanted like the khaki kind of color, because the khaki it follows a little more with our brand. But this is, as you can see from the picture, it's only one of those little bib aprons. So
Yeah.
that's not going to do a whole lot because this girl is messy. Like, I'm messy.
Oh, yeah, you got to wipe your hands all over the place and everything.
Oh, yeah. And I mean,
Or the black gloves.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about that, but I am gonna be messy and be splashing stuff on myself, and so yeah, I definitely need full coverage.
I think we should make some herbal pizzas. Like, man, we get to use one of these things. Look at that thing.
Oh yeah.
That's nice. It's only $16.
Yeah, that's really cheap. Everything here is cheap.
Could fight people with that too, yeah. So this is all kinds of seasonings down this aisle.
Giant things of molasses.
Pancake syrup, cereal.
Huge thing of Nutella. And it's
Oh
like
man, that's pretty serious.
I'm all about that.
So the Kitchen Depot,
Yes.
it's a pretty cool place. We got this.
Yeah, that's like $11 and some change.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and you can get like cases of vinegar, you can get all this stuff.
Yeah, so another thing I was interested in getting, I mean, I know that you can get like, rubbing alcohol. You can use that for sanitation purposes because you always want to sanitize your workspace before you use it. All of the bowls and anything that you're going to be using, utensils, you want to make sure they're sanitized, right? And then, weekly we may go through and actually do kind of a cleaning and sanitizing session on the work area, just as an extra precautionary measure. But I found this, which, see, it's actually sanitizer for food purposes.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that this was only $3 and something. Like you go and you buy a bottle of maybe 91% rubbing alcohol at the store that's this big, and you're like paying just as much. So I'd rather have something that I know is made for it.
That's right.
So, and then of course we got the nightchild gloves, and I got a bib apron. Hopefully that thing fits properly.
And this is going some of our new sauce that we're making. And a vinegar, a special vinegar. It's going to be pretty cool. And once we get that going and tested, we'll tell you about it.
And tell you how it tastes, because we haven't tasted the first batch of it yet.
We haven't, but it's super good for you.
Yeah, it is super good for you. And I did have the opportunity to smell it, because remember I told you I took the lid off the other day and stirred it around and replaced the parchment paper. I'm not sure you need to do that per se, but I just felt better doing it. And I got a good little whiff of it. It was like kind of burning the nose hairs a little bit. I could feel them crinkling up inside there. It was pretty cool.
That's good
It was
when it burns the nose hairs.
Uh-huh.